first one is life below water, and also the second one is responsible consumption and production. The first SDG goal is life below water. This goal is to conserve and sustainably use the oceans, seas and marine resources for sustainable development. Healthy oceans and seas are essential to our existence, which they cover 70% of our planet, and we rely them for food, energy and also water. Yet we have to manage to do tremendous damage to these precious resources. So by relating to our project, we have to eliminate all the plastic pollution and immediately start to responsibly manage and protect all marine life around the world. The second goal is responsible consumption and production. This goal is to ensure a sustainable consumption and production patterns. Our planet has provided us with an abundance of natural resources, but we have not utilized them responsibly and currently consume far beyond what our planet can provide. We must learn how to use and produce in sustainable ways that will reverse the harm that we have inflicted on the planet.
Plastic pollution is a big threat that is happening around the world right now. So, of the place where I'm currently right now, which is IIUM Cafe, we decided to interview one of the students from IIUM regarding to the plastic pollution issue. Let's go.
Question 1. Will a ban of plastic usage in the campus help in reducing the plastic pollution in the university?
Yes, I do think so.
Question 2. On a scale of 1 to 10, how often do you see a plastic waste at the university compound?
I rate our 6 over 10 because we have an organization called Daya Bersih, but I always see that many plastic around the campus, and sometimes the dog or monkey will take plastic to find a food.
I would say around 5 to 6 out of 10, since the student itself are responsible upon their trash.
Question 3. What is your suggestion on reducing the plastic waste in the campus?
We can use 3R, reuse, reduce and recycle. The management must aware about this issue.
My suggestion would be that the student should dine in the cafes rather than taking out.
Have a dustbin certificate for plastic. At the same time, the management can biodegraded plastic in the cafe, because this plastic is very safe and it can be recycled.
Or use their own reusable item such as metal straws or their own food container rather than using the disposable one that they provided, the cafe provided. I think that's all for me.
However, there are some challenges that are coming along the way regarding the plastic pollution issue. The number one is that the awareness about plastic is still low. So this is one of the primary challenge that we are facing, and it is one of the big issue because the student had developed wrong practice since they were young. If we look carefully, this is not just happening inside of the IUM but also Malaysia as a whole. There are very few Malaysians that practice plastic waste in the right way. According to statistics from Sinar Harian, the increase in plastic use by Malaysian is 1.60 kg per capita in 2018 to 60.8 kg per capita in 2020. We can say from this statistic there are growing concern of plastic usage inside of this country, which makes Malaysia one of the biggest contributor to plastic pollution in Asia. The number two is careless about plastic management. For example, we can see that some retailers are more inclined to use non-environmentally friendly plastic than biodegradable one because they are cheap. So from this observation, we can say that these challenges come from the mindset of every person, and we have to teach them why it is important to reduce the usage of plastic. Other than that, the habits of littering is still high among students. Students littering plastic everywhere, and even though we have been taught about how littering can lead to environment threat, it seems like plastic management that we have been taught in high school is being ignored by university students. It is quite sad to see how many students still take this issue for granted. Some people learn it only for the sake of academic purpose and not to apply in the real world. And lastly, local and foreign students do not practice 3R in their life. This issue is quite challenging because it seems like this practice is becoming more flexible than actual solution. People just understand that the concept of it but not actualize it in their daily life. This is becoming a concerning issue and also challenging to apply inside the campus among students and staff because it is not easy to instill this practice at the back of their mind to make sure that the utilization of plastic is lessening from time to time.
We have been working for a project that is called Plastic is Thicker Than Water in order to find a solution for plastic pollution in the world, for at least to make it less severe and make it less progressive. In order to find input and insight, we have conducted surveys and also interviews, and we're also gladly to get 163 respondents in order to get insight from the public. Our primary objective is to reduce the usage of plastic bags in UAE, specifically in our university, and also to raise the awareness among public. We also distribute our posters to get the attention of the public. In order to reduce plastic bags, we also suggest that students or people bring their own reusable bag that can be used all over again without polluting our nature.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. We from secondary diploma class. Today we want to talk to you about our project. Okay. As a native of this plastic bag that we always use, we suggest people to use our project cycle, such this reusable plastic bag. This is free for you.
Thank you.
Okay. This plastic bag, we can use it all over in the future.
All over again.
Ah,
Okay.
you know why?
No, why?
Because before this, we have used a lot of this plastic bag. While we don't realize that this plastic bag have polluted a lot of our river and planet. Therefore, our project to make sure to make an initiative of project upcycle of such as this reusable bag to make our hope to be changed as our future method of packaging in the market. Therefore, this method can reduce the amount of plastic that can be used in the future. Can you understand?
So this is our poster, create awareness among the students of IIUM.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
say no to plastic.
We have all heard the phrase reduce, reuse, and recycle. But what if we told you that there is a simple solution that can help us with all three? Plastic bags are a major contributor to the global waste crisis. They often end up in our oceans, harming marine life and polluting the environment. Enter the paper bag. Made from renewable resources, paper bags are biodegradable and can be easily recycled. By switching to paper bags, we can reduce our reliance on plastic and make a positive impact on the environment. And the best part, they are just as convenient as plastic bags. Not only are paper bags better for the environment, but they can also be used multiple times before being recycled, further reducing waste. So, next time you go shopping, consider making the switch to paper bags. It is a small change that can make a big difference.
As much as we want plastics to be banned completely from this world, but the world will not be free from plastic just because we ban plastic bags only. There's a lot of other types of plastic such as single-use straws, single-use cutleries, and luckily we already have alternative for that. We can use metal straws, we can use metal cutleries. In order to reduce the usage of plastics, then we can save our world.
At the end of the day, we can see that there is hope to hold on the eyes of the future generation that says we can save the world from plastic pollution. So, with small action or steps taken from all of us, we can change the world from time to time for a better future generation so that they can live for a better world. The action must
Start from you.